problem.
Thank you, Lotta. You are Mrs. Safety for Volvo. It's very important, safety. Could you explain, just sum up for someone who doesn't know nothing about cars, who will buy this car, all the system that we have in this car? Because
in front we have a radar and camera to view the road ahead, and it detects and warns actually, or auto brakes depending if you react on the warning, for vehicles ahead of us, for pedestrians, for bicyclists, and also now we introduce with this vehicle cars approaching you. If you're turning left and you have an approaching car coming, then it's
c'est-à-dire
also...
un croisement. If I want to turn on the
if
left,
I'm turning left and somebody's approaching you from front. So that not only vehicles driving in the same direction, but also approaching vehicles in that specific situation. That's the camera.
And you say it works also during the night.
Day and night.
And it works also on the back. There's radar on the back of the car.
Yes,
is it true?
There are radars back. We use those radars to detect the blind spot. You know, if you know the area inside the blind spot area, and also we use it for the cross traffic alert. That means that if you're backing out from a parking lot and somebody is approaching from the rear,
it stops.
Yeah, it warns you at least, and
at the end it stops also.
Yeah, it depends, but you can at least you get the warning that don't back, because usually you do have your foot on the brake anyway there. So it is warning you, and also the blind spot. So that's the radar at the back.
Okay.
And also most important, I would say, because that's new with this car, is that we identify if we have a car approaching from the rear that might impact you, and then we use those sensors to blink the lights quick and warn the driver, the driver coming from the back. And if still will be a crash, we use that information to tighten up our seat belts, so we are moving the occupants who are maybe leaning forward, we're moving them up towards the seat back.
And also on the seat there's something new for the crash.
Yes, exactly. And in a rear end collision we have the second generation whiplash protection system, which uses deformation elements as one of the parts of the whiplash protection system. Deformation element absorbing the energy. That very same deformation element is used if you run off the road and land on the wheels, or roll and land on the wheels.
The last question, Lotta, all those systems means that in a near future the car will be totally autonomous, I mean maybe in 6 or 10 years, because it starts, I mean that's a computer who's helping us, but do you think one day all the car will be like Google say, I mean it will decide? What is your feeling about?
What we're targeting is to have autonomous driving, but only when you choose to. So it's still a car that you drive and go autonomous if you want. So I mean switching back and forth, otherwise you can take a taxi. So you want to drive. I want to drive my car sometimes, but sometimes it's boring. So
that's the idea. Let's say it's like a Boeing. I mean, you have autopilot sometimes, and sometimes you have manual pilot. That's the future.
That's the future. But it will take more than 6-7 years.
More than 6 years.
Absolutely, because what we have today, what we know so far, we have the semi-autonomous, where we actually can steer. We help steering in a stop and go situation. It's our adaptive cruise control with Q assist, which is now also includes steering. So the car will, when you activate this, the car will accelerate, it will brake, but it will also steer. This is up to 50 kilometers an hour. And this, I would say, is kind of the first step, or a very small step.
Step by step.
But you still need to be in control. You still need to hold the steering wheel. You still need to be kind of active, although you don't need to steer. So that's the first part. But then 2017, we have a research project ongoing targeting that year we will have 100 cars driven by customers, autonomous on some roads in Gothenburg. We limit it to some certain roads, and it's the primary ambition with that project is really to sort out what challenges we have. Because it's not only us, it's not only the technology development, which is difficult, but that's
just one part.
It's
all the ecosystem, the road, the other people.
Absolutely.
So
we have the traffic authorities are on board on this project, and they have all their research questions to sort out. Can they make the road smaller, or they can do things as well. So this is a really exciting project. Really exciting. So 2017 we will know more, but we will have a lot more questions as well. So.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice talking to you.